In my spare time, I go out to my yard and I eat grass because it helps me feel like in tune with my dear self. Just rawr. Chat, you're so delicious.
See me in your webcam.
Oh dear. Did I use a clip of a lady acting as a deer to make a stupid joke? Yep. Do I regret what I did? Hell no! Hi, I'm 16leo, and if you didn't know me, well, now you do, and you're stuck with me, so get on board, baby.
That's me, fam. Yeah.
Today, we're talking about another episode of Wow! What the f is that? Twitch is back at it, or as I like to say, Twith. That's a reference to a few videos back. In the opening credits, I said Twith instead of Twitch. And guess what? I was just representing Mike Tyson. Twith. That's how he would have said it. I don't know why I said he would have. He's still alive and he could knock me the f out. Mike, if you're listening to this by some chance, I would love to be on Hot Boxing with Mike Tyson with you. And let me just say, I'm all ears. Again, I don't really know much about Twitch, which is why I love talking about it so much. It weirds me out, man. What do people do on Twitch still? Because there's some gangster shit going on. There's a lady somersaulting, another one, ex-Viner begging for money that she probably already has. You got a deal lady, you got a man who's pretending to be a crybaby for views. Before we start the video, we passed 100,000 and I'm so elated. I just wanted to thank you guys again. Your support from the last video has been amazing, and I've gotten some really, really beautiful messages on Instagram. The next goal that we're trying to get to is 150K, and if you'd like, please follow me on Instagram. It's at 16leo_, and you can message me an idea for 150 because I want the fans to choose, and I will go along with it. Anyway, I was eating tuna sandwich yesterday, and I came across the story. Twitch decided that their platform was crazy and they wanted to help moderate and come up with some ideas. And what they wanted to do was get people who were from Twitch, streamers, and people who know Twitch really well. Basically, they just wanted them to collect information and give them ideas on how to better improve Twitch, which in itself, pretty cool idea. Twitch released a statement saying, keeping our community safe and healthy is a top priority for Twitch. Today, we're excited to announce the formation of the Twitch Safety Advisory Council, or the SAC. I don't think they called it that, but if they called it a SAC with a silent T, I would definitely like it. Which will support the growth of our community moving forward. Great. So they handpicked these people, and from what I've heard, for the most part, everybody on that panel is well respected and well known. Again, I don't know where Call Me Carson is, but he should be there. One of the members of the council is called Ferociously Steph. Now, the problem with Ferociously Steph is that she has ferociously abused her power within a couple days that she has given it. Claiming diplomatic immunity amongst other things and calling gamers white supremacists. So I just like to take a look at some of the footage and then see what she has to say.
I'm just not cool with white supremacy, y'all.
Me and Steph share the same opinion. Woo! Hot take. Man. When I was watching Django Unchained, they had that scene between him and the KKK dudes. I didn't know who to vote for the longest time, and then I was like, wait a minute. This movie's called Django Unchained. Thank you, Steph. I'm also against it.
It's really not that. I think a lot of you gamers are actually white supremacists. Sorry.
What?
Just a fact of how I feel.
So an opinion then, huh? Fact. A thing that is known or proved to be true. Opinion. A view or judgment formed about something, not necessarily based on fact or knowledge. And that is from Webster's dictionary. Webster, he knows. Can you say stuff like that? Can I? Because, oh man, if you can do that, I'm gonna buy that Lambo very much sooner than you thought. I'll just go up to the dealership and be like, hello, can I have a Murcielago, please? Jet black, of course. Listen, this is a great car. I have $50. That is how much it's worth. That is just a fact of how I feel, okay? So give me the car. Do you know what'll happen? I'll probably get run over with the damn thing because that's just... I don't know if I need to disprove this theory, but no. The only clan that most gamers are from is the RuneScape one. Steph, it's kind of ironic in a way. This is really unfortunate because for someone who is against marginalizing people, she sure does marginalize people a lot. Here's the thing, I was gonna go the whole video without mentioning it because it doesn't matter, but Steph is transgender. You must know how infuriating it is to feel marginalized or feel put into a box that you don't actually fit into. You must have had that adversity in your life. I can imagine it's been very hard for you, and I'm very sorry that, you know, you'd have to go through that. Some people are just... But you can't be calling other people that as well and then be like, well, don't call me this. Steph, the last time I put on a white hoodie, it said Supreme, not Supremacy, okay? I lied. I don't have any expensive brand clothing. Are you kidding me? Also, this is just a side note for the transgender issue. I have went on Twitter. I actually saw some comments that were pretty crappy. Might as well live stream somewhere else because this trans is definitely going to ruin Twitch. You know, I would hope that people don't hold her preferences against her. I hope that they don't stereotype a whole community because of one person's opinions. So I just wanted to say that everyone is their own person. Cool.
And I'm not going anywhere. I have power. They can't take it away from me.
Ooh! Anytime someone starts off with that sentence, I have power and they can't take it away from me, basically the only two people who have said that is Scarface and the people from that Supremacy that you don't like.
There are some people that should be afraid of me, and that they are, because I represent moderation and diversity, and I'm gonna come for hurtful, harmful people if you're a really shitty person.
Twitch isn't endorsing you to come for people. OnlyFans isn't endorsing me to come for people either, okay? Both of us are wrong, Steph. What I'm trying to say is that the first line from the Twitch Safety Council is keeping our community safe and healthy. I've never seen anyone go for someone. That doesn't keep anyone safe. That sounds like an assertion of dominance and power over people who don't have it. Not good.
Just eatable. We're gonna eat you. Yeah, we're gonna ban you from my stream. Then you're never gonna come back unless you spend more time making the second account who've been at that too. You better watch out, because I'm pretty cool. And you can't get rid of me. Twitch is endorsing me, and there's nothing you can do about it. So I'm just gonna dance to your sad tears. I'm just gonna drink your tears. Num 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 bum bum bum.
Steph, two could play at that game. I'm gonna put my balls in your face. I won't let them go to waste. Yeah, I'm the Lambo guy. Yeah, gonna put something in your eye. Yeah, I don't know what I'm saying. I just never seen someone dance and snitch on themselves. But yeah, no, the words to her beautiful song were about banning people and what did she say? Drinking their tears or something? That is the definition of drunk with power. So one of the things Ferociously Steph wants to do is ban voice chat.
A lot of people with cis white male sounding voices are here telling me that voice chat isn't a problem, and that is a fact.
But how you know though? When you assume, you know what they say when you assume. You fucking ruin things.
Y'all have voices that aren't coming in and saying, just mute. It's not an issue. Everyone faces harassment. I've heard it all. You're just repeating my several, like a year ago. I've been through this all.
There's a lot to be said about that because on one hand, females who even share their voice online in games absolutely face more than their fair share of guys getting janky with it, if you know what I mean. It's not easy as a female to be playing those games with your voice. However, in saying that, everyone and their grandmother gets harassed. All you have to do online in gaming is exist. And you get a 12-year-old kid be like, "Get off you, man, you little dickhead. I'm better than you." I'm like, hey, I'm right next to you, bully. I'm trying, okay? Apex is hard. Dick. In that sense, I get it. There's definitely, you know, a lot of words being thrown around. I've heard the N-word so much I could have sworn it was Compton, but it's not. It's just the EA server. On the other hand, though, Steph, I think the thing that people are against is that you can't and shouldn't mute speech. You shouldn't mute free speech. You shouldn't mute speech. First of all, it's a systematic function that allows people to be like, hey, bro, pick this up. I'm sure they have lots of things where it's only your team as the voice chat instead of everyone. So there are definitely ways around it, Steph. I just don't think that what you're saying is a viable option because people need to be able to hear each other. It's part of communication and it's part of improving gaming. So I don't think that's a valid point is all I'm trying to say. After Ferociously Steph did the I have power speech, she got ferociously roasted on Twitter, and Twitch actually issued a statement being like, whoa, hold up. We didn't say she works for us. We didn't say we're even taking their opinions. So basically just, you know, leave me out of, I don't want anything to do. Okay, bye. So Twitch kind of backpedaled a little bit and Steph offered some sort of an apology. Let's look at it.
I literally have 0 power right now. I have no idea how much power I have. And at the moment, it's 0. I might have more later, but like right now, all I can tell is I'm supposed to say what things I think are maybe bad ideas. And then Twitch will like maybe act on them. I'm not Twitch staff.
You know what's really crazy? If she said that as the first video and then didn't do anything else, people would have been like, that's exactly what that is. Absolutely. You don't have all the power in the world. You can offer opinions to help the community become a better, safer place. And you can promote gaming for people who are marginalized in society. After the backlash, Ferociously Steph posted on Twitter, she said, I made comments that were taken out of context and sensationalized that do not represent my role at Twitch. I'm not Twitch staff. I understand how what I said was misinterpreted, and I will continue to iterate on my communication to leave less room for misunderstanding. She's probably right, to be honest. I probably misunderstood what she said.
I'm just gonna drink your tears.
She said, I'm gonna drink your tears.
No, it's happened. It's happened before.
Maybe I misinterpreted that.
I think a lot of you gamers are actually white supremacists.
White supremacy, huh?
I'm not naming names.
Yeah. I'd love to buy that defense, but I don't think that is the truth.
I'm getting harassed right now. I'm fine. And my closing argument, my free speech. This is my house. I can ban you for whatever reason I want. You have no free speech here.
Twitch, is that the person you want representing your platform? Could you imagine if that happened at an actual house? Like my homie Jimmy comes in to eat dinner and he's like, you know, I've been watching the Knicks game. Get the fuck out of my house, Jimmy. Knicks? Knicks? That's your prerogative if you want to kick people out for whatever they say on your chat. But if you're moderating for a whole community, leave that bias at home.
Like there's a lot of people that are like really fighting me, like it's aggressive, attacking, trying to take me down and hurt me.
I'll end off with this. Did you hear what Steph just said? She said that it's, you know, it's scary when people are out to get you and to hurt you. And that's when you were talking about banning people and doing this and calling everybody this and that. That could be how a lot of people feel who don't have the same leverage as you. It's really important that when you get power, especially when you're representing a huge community, it's very important that despite what people are saying, you put your emotional bias behind you. It works both ways, and what you've effectively done is allowed us to possibly step into the shoes of someone who's oppressed by oppressing us. So, weird tactic, but maybe it's working.
Yes, it's really tough. It's really tough to feel like some people are like really out there to hurt me, harm me, and take me down. It's rough.
It is rough, Steph. Oh my God. It is rough, Steph. Steph is an emotional person. And that's just a fact of how I feel. And I'll tell you why. Because even in her Twitter profile, she says, Twitch broadcaster with the world to heal. I feel a lot and everything matters. The only problem is if a person gets super emotional, it's very, very often that they use that emotion to take over their foresight. If someone's like, hey, you fatty, to me, I'll be like, hey, probably start throwing hands. And next thing you know, I'm in the next WWE main event. Triple H vs. 16leo. Whose head is between whose nuts? You have to be level-headed. The minute you start letting your emotion take over, then you start hitting them with a pew pew pew.
Pow, pow, pow. Pow, 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 pow.
Unfortunately, I think a lot of her streams are very telling about how she would use her power. I'm glad that the community has come forth and let her know. Hopefully, she can make those changes and learn to be less biased with her emotions, because she is representing a huge community that is marginalized and definitely deserves equality, of course. Absolutely. But the way that she went about it was really bad. That's about all I had to say. It's been a very up and down week. I've had great highs and really, really low lows. I'm just so thankful that I have you guys to support me. I'm just very grateful to have you guys watching. I've got a lot of videos in the next few days coming up, so please stay tuned. Oh, one other thing. My P.O. box, it's in Australia. Hell's Kitchen, Australia. Please take care of yourselves. Steph, if you're watching this, please take care of yourself. I know that it might be a little rough. Some people say a lot of crazy stuff, but you're alright. It's just something that happened. Until then, Fluffs, what do you think about that white supremacy comment?
I wouldn't go there.
Daydream.